At center, number 33, 7'2", Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. In the backcourt for the Bucks, number 14, 6'5", John McLaughlin. And number 1, 6'5", Oscar Robertson. The coach of the Milwaukee Bucks, Larry Costello. Our officials for this afternoon's ball game, two of the best in the business, Richie Powers and Mendy Rudolph.
Officials for today's game, Mendy Rudolph and Richie
There's
Powers.
Mendy. And the starting lineups as we have given to them. Here's a look at the matchup. Bill?
Keith, I think that with Happy Hairston and Bob Dandridge, they can, you can see a lot of, I think Happy's going to have a little contact with him.
The edge would lie to Hairston
Inside.
in everything but mobility, I would say.
Yes, yes. Bobby Dandridge has some good moves once he gets the ball, but I think he'll probably be played without the ball. In other words, Happy will try to keep him from getting the ball too much.
McMillan and Perry are two youngsters. McMillan's second year, Perry's third year, but actually this is the first time Curtis Perry has been put in the basket and said, go.
Yeah, I think that'll be to his disadvantage. This Jim McMillan's a very smart young player, and I think he'll take advantage of every mistake that Curtis Perry makes.
Jerry West and Oscar Robertson, well, there's little to be said about that. They are two of the greatest the game has ever seen. Gail Goodrich gives away some size to John McLaughlin.
Yes. I think John McLaughlin's probably a little better defensive player than Gail, but Gail's having a great offensive year.
The tip, and Milwaukee controls it. The Bucks are wearing white. Number 14 is John McLaughlin. Number 1 is Oscar Robertson. Number 10 is Bobby Dandridge. Number 18 is Curtis Perry. Lou Alcindor, as he was known last year, his official name now is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Underneath, the Dandridge is good. So Jim McMillan comes up court as Milwaukee takes the ball. Gail Goodrich, number 25 for the Lakers in blue. John McLaughlin on him. Gail spins and shoots and misses. An air ball cleared by Dandridge of Milwaukee. The Bucks getting the first points, and they have the ball now as Oscar brings it down. It is Jerry West. He missed the shot, the tip is good. And Jabbar will get credit for the basket, and Milwaukee jumps to a 4-0 lead. Goodrich has it. Jerry West is number 44. Happy Hairston, number 52 in blue. Happy's shot from outside comes off. Chamberlain for the tip, and Jabbar comes down with it. And here come the Bucks leading 4-0 in the opening minute of play. McLaughlin with a 3-inch advantage in height over Gail Goodrich. It's Jerry West now on Dandridge. As Dandridge works off the baseline, misses badly. Inside, they come out with it, and through it, right over here to West. So it's a turnover on Los Angeles, and it gets a grin from Oscar. It could be the Lakers are a little tight. They have won 33 consecutive games. This is the first time they have played here this season. Here is Abdul-Jabbar inside against Chamberlain. He got it. It is 6-0 Milwaukee in the first minute and a half. Oscar after Jerry. McMillan over Dandridge. Jimmy McMillan gets Los Angeles' first points of the afternoon. It is 6-2, and they try to break it with McLaughlin. Goodrich spoils it. Obviously trying to go to McLaughlin, who has the height advantage over Gail Goodrich, but that time Stumpy read it and broke it up. It is McMillan on Dandridge. Jabbar and Chamberlain. He's hit 2 in a row over Wilt. He has a total of 6 points. And it's 8-2 Milwaukee. They try to go inside to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain gets the ball. Nice play, but he is forced out of bounds, and the Lakers will keep it. No, he will not. It'll go to Milwaukee. In the collision of the big men, Wilt went over the line, and the judgment of Richie Powers, who was right there. The ball should go to the Bucks, and they have it. Here's Jabbar again, working against Wilt. That time, Wilt got a piece of him and fouled him. I think here we have, in the battle of the big men already, Bill, we have Abdul-Jabbar trying to get the emotional edge early.
Yes, he's trying to establish position, so to speak. He's taking it straight to Wilt, maybe to try to discourage him and get him down. I think this is probably a good strategy since it seems to be working, so it's pretty good. So that, I guess he's trying to get psychological edge early in the game.
He misses the second free throw. It is 9-2 Milwaukee. We have 9.5 minutes to go in the first period. Gail Goodrich. That's Jerry West. In the corner, it's McMillan. And it comes out. The rebound by Hairston.
That's a mistake on Curtis Perry there, not screening out Happy Hairston. That happens to young guys. They forget sometimes. They don't concentrate as much as they have to.
The Bucks by 5. Curtis Perry. It's Oscar out of the corner. Wilt Chamberlin lost the rebound to Perry. Dandridge. Perry loses to Goodrich. And Gale is out of there with it. Hairston is open. Goes to McMillan. His favorite shot. Missed it. Hairston. Goodrich over McLaughlin.
Basket by Gail Goodrich.
So Gail Goodrich scores. He's averaging better than 26 per game. 8.5 minutes to go, first quarter. It's 9-6 Milwaukee. Abdul-Jabbar against Chamberlain. Wilt took it away from him. Jerry West is fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Foul on McLaughlin.
John McLaughlin making the switch, trying to pick him up as he started his drive. The Lakers had a 4-on-3, and West saw a hole, drove through it, foul, shoots 2. Season average, you see. Milwaukee, 4 out of 7 from the field. Los Angeles, 3 out of 8. Jerry at the line makes it a 9-7 ball game. Bucks lead by 2. So Jerry West of West Virginia pulls the Lakers within a single point here in the first quarter. There is not a vacant seat in the building. Curtis Perry. McLaughlin is open.
That's a mistake that Goodrich can't do. He couldn't steal the ball from Jabbar anyway, and he left his man wide open, so he's got to stick with his man rather than going in a position where he's not going to really do anything.
Chamberlain slam dunk.
That was a great pass by Goodrich. That's what you got to do against both these guys. You got to penetrate and pass off.
And we've got a timeout with 7:51 to go in the first quarter here at the Milwaukee Arena with our score, the Bucks 11, the Lakers 10.
Here at the General Motors Proving Grounds, Buick presents its 1972 LeSabre with AccuDrive, a unique suspension system with forward steering stability. There was an explosive device attached to the car. Our GM test driver is driving at 25 miles per hour over this unusually bumpy test course. If he swerves off course, the device will go off. No swerve, no explosion. AccuDrive works. 1972 Buick LeSabre. Something to believe in.
New kind of beer, huh, Bill?
Nope. Country Club malt liquor. It's beer's big brother.
No kidding.
Yeah, it goes down real smooth. It's got a lot of... And it's less filling.
Would you say that again?
It's less filling.
No, before that.
It's got a lot of...
That's what I thought you said. Bartender?
Country Club malt liquor. A lot to drink. Without drinking a lot.
Coming up next for everyone except those of you on the West Coast, ABC's award-winning outdoor series, The American Sportsman, premieres for its 8th consecutive season here on ABC. You'll see 19-year-old Joseph Kennedy on an antelope relocation venture in Kenya, Bing Crosby and Phil Harris on a white-wing shoot in Mexico, and Cameron Mitchell fishing for blue marlin in the Bahamas. For you people on the West Coast, The American Sportsman will be seen at 4 Pacific time. Here come the Bucks. They lead by 1. They led at one time 9-2. The Lakers have come back. Here's McLaughlin behind Jabbar's screen. Missed it. Rebound, Hairston. And he comes out of there with it to Gail Goodrich. McMillan sets the pick. Gail is open. His shot is short. Goodrich stole it. And a whistle stopped it. Richie Powers made the call. Goodrich was fouled.
Foul on Curtis Perry.
So Curtis Perry gets his first personal. And and the second team with 7:24 to go in the first quarter. He had two. He made the first one. The score is tied. 11-11. The Lakers lead for the first time this afternoon.
Keith, I don't think the Bucks can keep giving the Lakers second and third shots down here. And they're doing that. They're not screening out. I think the Lakers are getting too many shots at it. And they're bound to make them.
Dandridge over McMillan. Hairston the rebound. To Goodrich. He's fouled by Bobby Dandridge. Unintentionally, he was just trying to make his move down court. A good pass by Hairston. And Goodrich will be going to the line. Happy Hairston so far has 5 rebounds. The other night, I think it was Wednesday night in Cleveland, when the Lakers really had to come from behind, Hairston was a tower of strength on the backboard with 19 rebounds. So Goodrich now 3 for 3 at the free throw line, and the Lakers lead by 2. 14-11 Los Angeles. In it goes to Abdul-Jabbar. Chamberlain spoiled it. Good defensive play by Wilt. Here come the Lakers. Jerry West. 3 seconds called against Chamberlain.
Keith, the Bucks are standing around on offense. They're not moving as nearly as much as they're going to have to move.
Tipped out of bounds for the Lakers. Bucks keep it. Front court. Los Angeles 14, Milwaukee 11, 6:45 to go first quarter. In it goes to Abdul-Jabbar. The hook over Chamberlain, he missed it. He made the first 2 hooks, but he has missed the last 2. To Wilt, slapped out by Jabbar. Good defensive play by Kareem. Here come the Bucks. Oscar's going for the basket. Gets Jerry up, gets the shot up, he'll shoot 2.
Hey.
Foul on Jerry West. First personal.
Take another look at the foul as Jerry West tries to control Oscar.
At the line for the Bucks.
Bill, you get the feeling, you can almost sense when Oscar is determined to take it to the basket.
Yes, you can see it in the backcourt. It's almost, you can see it in his eyes. He makes up his mind pretty much what he's going to do in the backcourt.
His season average, you see, scoring less, but doing more things like Jerry West is doing for Los Angeles. Makes the 2 free throws, and it's a 1-point Los Angeles lead. Team rebounds. Los Angeles 10. Hairston has 7. Milwaukee team rebounds only 4 so far.
Well, Keith, the reason for that is the Bucks are not moving around. They're only getting 1 shot because they have lack of motion, so they can't offensive rebound very well because they don't have very good motion.
Gail Goodrich shot, went in, came out, fight for it. It's Milwaukee's basketball in backcourt. Off the hands of Chamberlain. The Bucks played last night, beat Detroit here in Milwaukee.
I think it's a little unusual, Keith, that Oscar and West are guarding each other. Usually they put the other guys on them because the guy that guards these 2 guys usually gets up in a lot of foul trouble.
Oscar is wide open. He missed the shot. The rebound is missed, and Chamberlain clears to Gail Goodrich. Jerry West is open. Off the glass, and it's Los Angeles by 3. Dandridge on a drive over Chamberlain. Wilt slaps it out of there. Good block by Chamberlain.
I think you notice that the L.A. fast break is much more organized. And so therefore, that way it's much more effective.
Jabbar missing. He's missed 3 in a row now, trying to shoot it over Wilt.
And that was a bad shot, Keith.
It was
not a good shot. That's the kind of stuff that Wilt will have to do to him. Make him take steps, steal the ball a couple of times with 3 seconds and things like that.
West misses. Abdul-Jabbar rebounds it. Intercepted by McMillan. Hairston. Jimmy McMillan has it knocked loose. Wilt saves it. Inside, a good rebound job by Curtis Perry, number 18 for Milwaukee. The Bucks are in white. The Lakers lead by 3, 16-13 with 4:55 to go in the first quarter. Jabbar missed it. On the fight for the rebound, Perry is called for the foul. Chamberlain and Hairston both had a hold of the ball, and the foul is called on Perry. Coming into the ball game for the Milwaukee Bucks, a couple of substitutions. One of them, John Block, number 34, 6'10", Southern California. He's a veteran. And Wally Jones, number 12, to the right of the screen, out of Villanova, a veteran who came to Milwaukee from the 76ers. Hairston on the line, benefiting from the backcourt foul, shoots 2. He makes the first one. 14-13, the Lakers by 4, and now by 5.
Into the Bucks lineup, number 34, John Block.
Wally Jones up court with it.
Wally Jones.
Here's John Block, and Hairston picks him up. Goodrich is on Jones. Of course, it is Jabbar against Chamberlain inside. Oscar is fouled. And the call goes against Happy Hairston. In the last 5 minutes and 48 seconds of this game, the first quarter, it's Los Angeles 16-4 in scoring, and there's a look at the foul as Hairston came from behind Oscar and committed the foul. Notice how quiet it got all of a sudden. 18-14, Oscar makes 2. A 3-point Los Angeles lead. Wally Jones against Goodrich. That's McMillan against Dandridge. Chamberlain tries to go to Hairston, gets it to him, and Happy makes it.
Basket by Hairston.
A couple of Bucks got fingers on it, but Hairston was able to muscle it up. And it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead. Contact inside. Dandridge goes sliding. Jabbar whirls to the baseline and scores over Chamberlain. And Los Angeles calls time with 3 minutes and 58 seconds to play in the first quarter here at the Milwaukee Arena. The Los Angeles Lakers lead the Milwaukee Bucks by a score of 20-17.
I'm Don Meredith, and I've been using Shell gasoline for a long time. But did you know this Shell trademark stands for a lot of other high-quality products, too? See that 100-ton railroad car there? It's about to go on a trip, straight up. Because that's what railroad men have to do to lubricate this. It's one of the center plates, and they support the whole load. To protect them, that Shell engineer invented the pancake, a new lubricant that's a round, solid, non-greasy disc. Just flip them in, and that's that. And it gives better protection against wear from heavy loads than the old-style lubricants. A better way to keep them rolling. You know, if Shell engineers can make great products, like that railroad pancake, it's no mystery to me they can also come up with high-quality gasolines, too.
Get Shell, Super Shell, or non-leaded Shell of the future, because Shell products perform.
Tuesday night, Carol Lindley and Darren McGavin star in the story of a Las Vegas newsman who, when assigned to investigate a series of murders, becomes convinced the city is being terrorized by a vampire. So watch the ABC Movie of the Week, The Night Stalker, Tuesday night, 8:30, 7:30 Central Time, ABC. Here are some comparative statistics so far in the ball game between Wilt Chamberlin and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Now, those stats are misleading, I think, Keys, because these two guys are pretty much at a standoff in that the Bucks go more to Kareem Jabbar on offense. And so Wilt has done a couple of things that like making him take bad shots
All right, the Lakers come to the attack, leading by 3 points. Jerry West trying to feed the ball inside, and Wally Jones knocked it out of bounds. Field goal percentage so far in the ball game. Milwaukee 6 out of 16, 37.5%. The Lakers 6 out of 16, 37.5%. But the Lakers are 8 for 8 from the foul line. McMillan's in the corner. Block picks him up in a hurry. Jimmy's deadly out of the corner. Second-year man who's turned into quite a player. His shot is off, and a whistle stops it. He ran Block right into Jabbar, and Jabbar was fighting with Wilt.
Yeah, Jabbar was pretty much immobile because he and Wilt are leaning on each other pretty good. I mean, Wilt's a lot faster than Block, so it's going to be, he's going to need some help if he's going to pick him up outside. Block's going to need help on McMillan.
Jimmy McMillan averaging just under 20 points a game. The foul was committed by John Block. He makes 2 free throws. The Lakers are 10 out of 10 from the foul line, and they lead by 5. And here's Wally Jones, who's very happy to be in Milwaukee. Here's Oscar, picked up by Goodrich. Now West and Goodrich both after him.
That means that somebody should be free.
And the man was Dandridge, and a great block inside by Wilt. Here comes Lakers with the ball as McMillan picked it out of there, and it's Hairston from the corner. Goodrich gets it. Tipped by Wilt. Bucks come out with it. Lakers had 3 shots and couldn't get it. Here's Block. He took 1 step too many.
They were small steps, Keith.
Yeah, let's see. It's 94 feet. He only covered about 8 feet in that 1 step. court. Wally Jones, backcourt foul. Here's a look. John Block coming down the sideline. Pass to him. There's the extra step right there.
Lakers in the bonus. Gail Goodrich.
Goodrich will go to the line and shoot 2. Gail so far 6 points. He'll have 3 to make 2, actually, and 3 rebounds. He has 2 assists. He's 4 out of 4 from the line. 3 to make 2. The first one clean.
And he's been fouling the backcourt twice already, Keith, and you shouldn't foul a guy in the backcourt, especially this part of the game.
He makes them. It's Los Angeles leading by 7 with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Wally Jones put into the ball game by Larry Costello, I am sure, to get a little more activity in the offensive moves. So far, he has not been able to pick him up. Fine move by Jabbar, but he missed the hook shot. But Oscar Robertson is inside. Out of bounds. Forced out. Bucks are screaming for a foul. Play comes in. It's Jones with it. Here's Abdul-Jabbar against Chamberlain.
3 seconds.
Here's Dandridge against McMillan. Inside, ball slapped out of there by Hairston. Chamberlain saves it. Good defensive play by both men. Jerry West to the corner. Bad pass picked off by Dandridge. Oscar in front court for the Bucks. Oscar hit it. A 5-point Los Angeles lead with 2:10 to go in the first quarter.
Oscar and West both have their work cut out for them defensively today, I can tell you that. Because they both are old pros, and they're really tough in games like this.
2 minutes.
McMillan trying to give and go with Jerry. The ball's on the floor, picked up by Wilt. And the Lakers are in the lane too long. Trying to get a handle on the ball. McMillan and Chamberlain both occupied the free throw lane for more than 3 seconds. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 4 out of 9 from the field so far. That is below his average, field goal percentage-wise. Inside, they feed it to him, and Wilt Chamberlain will get the foul.
Foul on Chamberlain. Second personal.
Here's Wilt against Jabbar, Bill.
He's trying to knock the ball loose. He's getting a lot of contact there.
Into the Lakers lineup.
If you see the big guys complaining about the fouls because they don't feel that just what they call incidental contact is really a foul, because so much contact goes on between the big guys. They push each other pretty good.
We have changes now for the Los Angeles Lakers. Glenn Robinson, number 21, has come into the ball game. Gail Goodrich has gone out. That's a change for Los Angeles. Pat Riley has come into the ball game. He is number 12. Glenn Robinson handling the ball. Good shooter. Oh, how about that? Flat of his back, he dropped it in.
Flynn takes about 2 shots while he's still sitting on the bench, Keith. He comes out there, he fires the ball up. He's a great shooter, though.
They've come to call him, Bill. Instant point. Here's the hook by Kareem Jabbar. He missed it again.
I don't think he's taking the shots that he wants to take either today.
In the corner, Flynn Robinson gets John Block up. Missed it. Air ball. That out of there by Jabbar. Robinson runs into Wally Jones. Glenn trailing the play, looking to pick the pocket. Ran into him. The score is 26-20. Los Angeles leads a minute 10 to go. And Happy Hairston with 9 rebounds, 2 offensive and 7 defensive. He's been a strong man so far defensively in this ball game for the Lakers. Wally Jones makes the first one. Lucius Allen waiting to come into the ball game.
By the Bucks, number 42.
And he is in.
Lucius Allen for Robertson.
Oscar Robertson is out. Wally Jones, second free throw. A 4-point Los Angeles lead.
Lakers 26, Bucks
Allen
22.
dogging Jerry West in backcourt. Glenn Robinson gets a screen from Hairston. Misses the howitzer. Jones slapping at the ball. Knocked it out of bounds.
Lakers ball.
Mindy had him anticipating and holding their breath for a moment. In it comes to Wilt. Working against Kareem Jabbar. Goes up over his head, missed it. Slapped out of there. Jones has got it. Wally fires. Brilliant pass to Dandridge. Block inside. Block is fouled.
Yeah, Block had West on him then. And
take another look at it. Slow motion. Jerry had to come across and pick him up.
Right.
39 seconds to go in the first quarter. Curtis Perry has returned to the lineup, and Bob Dandridge has gone out. A reminder immediately following our game, the Prudential NBA report. Los Angeles by 4, 26-22. You see the story on John Block and his foul situation. They are in the penalty, and we have a wet spot on the floor. Milwaukee is 135. State to lead the Midwest Division. Los Angeles leading the Pacific Division 39-3, 33 of them in a row, as I'm sure the world knows. Now it's a 3-point Los Angeles lead with 39 seconds to play in the first quarter. The 2 free throws by Block cut the Los Angeles lead to 2. Now Bill Sharman may like them to shoot early at about 32 seconds, figuring they can get one more. Jerry West turns and fires. And Lucius Allen fouled him.
Foul on Lucius Allen. First.
Take another look at it, Bill.
Lakers in the bonus. Jerry West, free to make 2.
Just enough body to draw the comment from the official.
Yes. Yeah, that was a close one, Keith. Very close.
Jerry West converts a pair of free throws. Los Angeles by 4 with 27 seconds to go. They'll get another shot. In the corner, it's Wally Jones for Milwaukee. He shoots over Flynn Robinson. Now we have 12 seconds to play. Jerry West against Lucius Allen. They've gone, both teams right now, to more one-on-one basketball. West runs Allen into a pick by Chamberlain. Robinson's wide open. And the first quarter is over. At the end of the first quarter, here in Milwaukee, our score. The Los Angeles Lakers 28, the Milwaukee Bucks 26. We'll be back for the second quarter in just a minute. 23 from the field, 14 out of 14 from the foul line, and 17 rebounds. Milwaukee 8 out of 22 from the field, 10 out of 11 from the foul line, and 13 rebounds. The Lakers lead by 2. We're ready to go with the second quarter.
These teams are usually both good shooting teams, and I think that the tension is showing on their field goal percentage in that they're not shooting as well.
The Bucks have taken the first 2 tips. The shot by Jabbar, he missed it. John Block gets it. So John Block at 6'10" has come into the lineup. We may see Leroy Ellis coming in for Los Angeles because they are giving away some height on the front line at the moment. That is down the road. Goodrich shot, blocked partially by Lucius Allen. Picked out of there by Block. Pass break, Allen home free. Great pass by Block. Bucks grab the lead. 30-28, Pat Riley, Gail Goodrich, the ball is loose. Los Angeles turns it over. It was a bad pass by Riley, and Milwaukee trying to run now, throws it away. Los Angeles, Gail Goodrich, Flynn Robinson, Jim McMillan, Pat Riley, Wilt Chamberlin, Jerry West is getting a breather, along with Happy Hairston. Here's Riley against Curtis Perry. That's Gail Goodrich. He'll shoot over Allen. And the score is even, 30-30, and Goodrich has 10 points in the ball game. The Lakers with their 33 consecutive wins on the line here at the Milwaukee Arena against the defending world champions, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar against Wilt Chamberlin. This time he gives it up to Lucius Allen. The Bucks by 2.
Again, they were trying to double team the big fella, and if he looks around, they can get a lot of good shots like that right around the fringes, around the free throw line. And they tried double team on Jabbar.
McMillan has the play spoiled by Block. Block appeals for the call but doesn't get it. Los Angeles keeps the ball. There's Block with the hands up. It goes into Flynn Robinson. Look at Jabbar lean on Chamberlain. Wilt shot misses. Block got the rebound. It's Wally Jones. Jabbar trying to get away from Chamberlain. They get it inside. Goodrich picks his pocket. Got it away from him. Here comes Robbie. It's 2-on-2, and Robinson whistle before the shot. Here's the steal by Gail.
I think the key to the steal was that Jabbar took the ball down. See, when you're under there with the little guys, you got to keep the ball above your head, because you take it down, they'll get it every time. And it'll make you bleed for it, too.
On the line, Glenn Robinson with 2 points. Makes the first of 2 free throws.
Number 52.
Here comes Happy Hairston back into the lineup, and Pat Riley leaves. Los Angeles so far in this ball game, 15 for 15 from the foul line. 16 for 16. That's remarkable. Of course, Milwaukee's only missed once from the charity line themselves. Score is tied at 32 apiece. Block into Jabbar. He's going to go for the hook. Missed it again. Happy Hairston the rebound.
Again, it was a bad shot. I don't think that's his normal shot. He's trying to get it over the big guy.
McMillan cannot carry it all the way, and the Bucks come up with it. He was trying to take the pass all the way to the twine. He couldn't do it. Here's John Block scoring, and the Bucks are back on top. Now, that is the kind of movement of the ball that Larry Costello likes to see.
That was a beautiful pass, beautiful pass.
Block has been a force since he came into the ball game. McMillan in trouble, almost loses to Perry. Slam dunk, Wilt Chamberlin.
Now that really wasn't Jabbar's fault, because he had to pick up another guy. So when you got to gamble.
In the struggle for the ball between McMillan and Perry, and an offensive foul is called on Jabbar. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar picks up the offensive foul, and here it is, right here.
Lakers ball. Returning to the Lakers lineup.
Both teams now have 7 turnovers. This is the 5th time in the ball game it's been tied. The score is 34 apiece. Larry Costello, who is one of the
Returning to the Bucks lineup. Oscar
better
Robertson,
setters in the
number
game.
one,
He is
number
never
10,
still.
Bobby Dandridge.
Goodrich goes inside to Wilt. Bucks come out with it. Allen, great play.
That's a tough shot to make, Keith. A real tough shot to make.
Bucks lead by 2. 8:41 to go in the first half. We've got a timeout for Milwaukee. Our score: Milwaukee Bucks 36, Los Angeles Lakers 34.
What is this, a sleepwalking contest? Why'd you laugh, you jab? Come on, kid. Wake up. Thanks. I needed that.
If you need waking up, slap on some Skin Bracer. Bracer's the morning one. Its skin tightener and chin chillers work like a cold slap in the face.
Thanks, I needed that.
Lots of people talk about racing. Andy Granatelli does something about it. Championship racing is the ultimate test for automotive products. So he puts everything he's got into his racing machines, including plenty of STP oil treatment. Andy knows nothing helps cut heat, friction, and wear like STP. And when he tells you STP oil treatment can help your car run smoother, quieter, longer, he knows what he's talking about. At service stations everywhere, STP is the racer's edge.
36-34, and the spurt by the Milwaukee Bucks has come off the bench as John Block and Lucius Allen came into the game as reserves, and they have contributed 10 points in Milwaukee's drive to catch up. They were down by 6 points just a few moments ago, and Bill Sharman sending his ball club back out, and he sends Jerry West, Gail Goodrich to the backcourt, Wilt Chamberlin, Jim McMillan, Happy Hairston, the starting unit. For Milwaukee, it's Perry, it's Dandridge, it's Jabbar, it's Robertson, and Lucius Allen stays in the game for the Bucks. So they like the quickness of Allen in there against Gail Goodrich. Oscar is on Jerry. Great play by Dandridge. Bobby's out of bounds. Almost a great play by Dandridge.
Good hustle, very good hustle. He's keeping his head up so you can see the ball and see what's going on out there.
West inbounds it. Comes to Goodrich. Into Wilt. McMillan is open. Goodrich knocks it loose inside, and Hairston has it. Again, the little man is inside to make the play for Jerry West, and he can't get it down. Here's McMillan saving. Chamberlain slapped it out. And McMillan's out it.
The Bucks got a break on that. They're still not screening out properly, Keith. They got to keep those guys from getting that second and third shot. They got to go after the ball tough and hard.
Lakers only 8 out of 29 from the field. Neither ball club shooting all that well from the field here in the first half. Oscar. Jabbar. And Happy Hairston goes down hard, and Jabbar is hot. And Richie Powers steps in very quickly between Wilt Chamberlin and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I think they're getting a little tense.
Happy Hairston is down as you had a look at the slow motion of it. Let's take one more look at it. 22nd injury timeout called in behalf of Hairston. He has to go to Kareem Jabbar on the play. And right there is where he got hurt, and I actually think Jabbar hit him.
Yes, he did hit him a pretty good one.
I would say so.
Right in the temple.
So let's see.
That's usually old head there.
That's all right. He's up. Apparently going to stay in the game. At 7:47 to go in the second quarter. It's 38-34.
I think we'll get an instant replay of that right cross.
Happy, 6 points, 11 rebounds, would be a loss. Here is Richie Powers and Mendy Rudolph. They came to front court. These two men jumped right in there because Wilt Chamberlin and Jabbar were literally nose to nose immediately.
Yeah, I think Jabbar is a little irritated about that foul.
Well, there's no question about what he did, is there?
No question at all.
The basket made it 38-34. A free throw
against Abdul-Jabbar.
Missed. The technical foul is called against Jabbar. A foul occurring after the basket had been made. Deliberate foul. And here's Happy Hairston going to the line. And Happy misses on the technical. There's the score. Abdul-Jabbar got the free throw because he was fouled on the play to the basket. Then after that play had finished, he committed a deliberate personal foul against Happy Hairston. Hairston came down to shoot the free throw. Now the two coaches are at the bench, or Bill Sharman is at least, along with his assistant Casey Jones. They are discussing the play. Gail Goodrich is waiting at midcourt to get the ball out of bounds for the Los Angeles Lakers with 7:47 to go in the second quarter, and Milwaukee leading 38-34. So it is a deliberate personal foul against Abdul-Jabbar. It is not a technical foul, but a personal foul. Here's Chamberlain over Jabbar. That time, Kareem backed up a little and gave in, I think, rather than contest Chamberlain. So perhaps emotionally it has quieted down for a moment. 38-36, and Dandridge steps on the line. So there is a turnover for the Bucks. A 2-point Milwaukee lead, 38-36, as the Lakers play it in. Curtis Perry, and Hairston goes by him, goes in and scores. And the score is tied at 38, Hairston with 8 points.
I think Jabbar is going to have to be more aggressive defensively. I think he should have blocked that shot because he had the angle on the guy and he saw him coming. He's going to have to go out a little sooner instead of waiting till the guy comes to him.
Oscar working. Chamberlain knocks it out of there. It's 2 points. Goaltending call against Chamberlain. Oscar with 8 points. Here's a look at it.
If the ball's on downward flight, then it's goaltending. That was a close one. I'm glad I'm not a referee.
West gives the ball to McMillan. Jerry's shot, good. The Lakers at 40, and the Bucks have 40. They're even in turnovers, and Jerry totals 8 points, and the Milwaukee Bucks have called time. And we have 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to play in the second quarter, and the score is tied. Milwaukee 40, Los Angeles 40.
Present a halftime show featuring the Little Big Orange Basketeers.
Kennedy on an antelope relocation venture in Kenya. Bing Crosby and Phil Harris on a white wing shoot in Mexico. Cameron Mitchell pitching for Blue Marlin in the Bahamas. For those of you on the West Coast, the American Sportsman will be seen at 4 this afternoon Pacific time.
Keith, you know, before the games, both teams seemed like they were pretty loose and weren't too worried about the game. But I think that with the play on the boards and few little elbows and punches being thrown, we see the guys that are really involved in this one. It was a surface thing. I think they're really nervous, and I think you can feel the tension.
The Milwaukee Bucks in white have the ball. Lucius Allen is number 42. He looks inside at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, gives it to Bobby Dandridge. Dandridge passing into Jabbar. Jabbar against Chamberlain, goes with a hook. Can't get it. John Block is inside and scores. So John Block has been very prominent since he came into the ball game with 8 points and the Bucks lead by 2. Jerry West against Oscar has the ball knocked loose, and they'll have to jump it as Jabbar came out to battle Jerry for the ball. Here's the big man now coming over to pick up Jerry West.
Doesn't he know he can't breathe that far out?
The Bucks come down with a tip, and Lucius Allen in front court with it. Here's John Block open. He gets away from McMillan. Missed the shot. Chamberlain the rebound. It's Goodrich picked up by Lucius Allen. Gail trying to get away, gets a shot off. In and out of there, tipped by Hairston, missed it. And Dandridge gets it out. Here's Block again. This time Hairston picks him up. 5:35 to go, second quarter. 42-40 Milwaukee is Abdul-Jabbar. Gets it in there, just over Wilt Chamberlin. He has 14 points, and the Bucks lead by 4. Here's Hairston against Block. Runs him into McMillan's pick. Here's Goodrich. Allen comes out with it. John Block. McMillan. 3-on-2 as Gale stops and now looks for help. It's Jerry West. McMillan loses. Lakers have turned it over 3 times in a row without a shot. Here's John Block. Offensive foul. Happy Hairston held his position and took the punishment.
He's got to establish position. Establish the position there. Yeah, that's a good call. He had a position, but I think he paid for that, Keith. He got another pretty good whack that time.
Well, Appy's going to get a little rest as he goes out of the ball game. Pat Riley is on the floor for Los Angeles. 4:48 to go, second quarter, and 44-40. The Milwaukee Bucks have the lead. We'll be talking with both coaches at halftime. Larry Costello right after the first half, and Bill Sharman just before we begin the second half. And it goes to Wilt. Backdoor play for Jerry, picked off by Dandridge. Bucks come out of there, and that's another turnover for the Lakers. They have a total of 12 so far in the game. Wally Jones' shot is up. Jones follows, gets it. Oscar shoots over Wilt. Pat Riley up high, committed himself too soon, and Block took it away from him. Wilt blocks the shot. This time Riley's got it. Great play by Chamberlain.
That was a fine defensive play.
McMillan out of the corner. Wilt Chamberlain gives it to Goodrich. Lakers can't get it down. Goodrich again with it. He is fouled. Here's a look at Wilt defensively.
It's just in time.
At the line for the Lakers, Gail Goodrich. Goodrich shoots.
The foul was on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, his third personal, and Gail Goodrich is on the line for 1. Third team foul. Gets it. Los Angeles 34% from the field. Milwaukee warming up now, have 42.5% out of the field, and it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead. Here's Dandridge open. Chamberlain for the rebound. Pat Riley for Los Angeles, number 12. McMillan is open. Riley follows. Good play by Pat. Short. Oscar with it for Milwaukee. 3.5 minutes to go, second quarter, and it's a 3-point Milwaukee lead as well as Jones sets out in front against Goodrich. Wilt Chamberlin. They try to get it to Riley with a bad pass. Got away from Jerry, and Oscar has it. Watch him work now. Goes against McMillan. Missed the shot. Wilt is right there. Goodrich. Back to Jerry. Back to McMillan. Bad pass. Jerry in too deep. Didn't want to gamble on the shot. Figured McMillan could follow, but couldn't get it to it. That's 14 Los Angeles turnovers. And that's Larry Costello. And here's the mistake by Jerry.
Great defensive play by Oscar there. He's doing a good job defensively. So, you know, Oscar usually didn't play that much defense, but he's playing it good now.
Back to live action as Chamberlain sweeps the board for Los Angeles. Lakers are cold right now. Wilt has 9 rebounds. Riley can't get it to drop. And Jabbar brings it off. Los Angeles has been dry for a long time. Here's Dandridge working the baseline. John blocked. Basket counts and a foul is called at 2:31 to go in the second quarter. The Milwaukee Bucks lead by 5, and John Block will go to the line.
Keith, he's hurt them so much on the offensive boards. Somebody's going to hear about that at halftime. I can promise you that. Because
foul was on Chamberlain. We've got a timeout here at the Milwaukee Arena with 2:31 to go. Our score: Milwaukee 46, Los Angeles 41.
Cars, talk my language. Don't give me all that jazz about long and low and hot performance. Tell me how a car handles and rides and why.
Ford heard you, and we'll go you one better. We'll show you what this new Gran Torino does and why. Most new cars look new, but Ford Motor Company completely redesigned its midsize cars. The Ford Torino now has a rugged new body frame construction, like that in our quiet Ford LTD. There's a tough new rear suspension. Watch it take on those bumps. And we made Torino a little heavier and a little wider this year. It feels so solid, so stable, we call it the Easy Handler. Standard equipment includes front disc brakes. You stop with authority. Choose power steering, and you get even more handling ease. We even made it a little bigger inside for a family.
Man, you just talked to me.
Ford Torino. Quite possibly more car than you expected. And quiet because it's a Ford. At your Ford dealers.
The Los Angeles Lakers in conversation with their coach, Wilt Chamberlin. They have come down the floor 5 successive times and failed to score.
They're not really getting good shots, Keith. They're coming down, they're firing the ball, but they're shooting the 15, 20-footers, and you can't really depend on that, taking shots that long consistently, because you don't get any offensive rebounds, and your transition from offense to defense is always poor.
Larry Costello, reasonably satisfied with the way things are going right now, as his ball club has been able to chill the Lakers to a 31% shooting average here in the second quarter. We'll get comments from Larry just before he goes into the locker room at halftime. Here's John Block on the line, completes the three-point play, and the Bucks are up by 6, 47-41. All right, let's see what Los Angeles decides to do as Happy Hairston has returned to the lineup for the Lakers. Jerry West is well outside at 2:20 to go in the second quarter. Goodrich is deep inside along the baseline as he comes outside to Hairston. Hairston's going to go with it. Missed it and blocked the rebound. John Block done very, very well since he came in. He has 7 rebounds in the game. He has 11 points.
2 minutes in the period.
In it goes to Abdul-Jabbar as we hit the 2-minute mark, and his hook shot comes off no good, and McMillan rebounds.
He usually doesn't like to shoot that long, Keith. I think Wilt's forcing him out a little bit so that he has to take a little longer shot than he normally takes. That's why he's coming close.
Jabbar knocks the ball loose from Wilt. Robertson comes around the corner and commits the personal foul. This program being brought to you as a special exclusive of ABC Sports. Let's pause 5 seconds to allow local stations to identify themselves.
At the line, Chamberlain. This is the first
Wilt is on the line. He is not a great threat at the free throw line, 37% on the year.
He's going to make it look good, Keith.
Had a little rhythm that time, didn't he? 47-42. It's a 5-point Milwaukee lead. Wilt now with 7 points, 9 rebounds. He's blocked 3 shots so far in the game. Hairston guarding John Block outside. Wally Jones, and that's Dandridge in the corner, and it goes to Jabbar. Jumps it up over Wilt. Wilt blocks it. That's 4 block shots for Chamberlin. Goodrich comes out with it. Hairston on a drive, lost control, and it's out of bounds. So the Lakers turn it over again. That's 15 for them. Actually, they're lucky they're only down by 5 points.
I think with the tension being where it is, you're going to see a lot of turnovers by both teams, and it won't make as much difference in this game as it usually does.
Jabbar hits the hook. Chamberlin hits the floor. Jabbar has 16 points. 49-42, 7 points. Milwaukee lead. We have 57 seconds to play in the second quarter. Time call for a moment to clean the floor after Wilt went down. He's been working hard, and where he falls down, he's going to leave a wet spot.
A little damp, sir.
West and Goodrich. Goodrich against Wally Jones. Happy Hairston. Jones sticking to Goodrich like glue. McMillan is open, and he finally hit one.
Basket by McMillan.
The basket will count, and a blocking foul is called against Wally Jones. And Gail Goodrich will go to the line. And the Lakers are in the bonus as a result of that 5th foul. It is McMillan now with 6 points. Jimmy only 2 out of 7 from the field. He's been cold in the first half. Gail Goodrich has been under a great deal of pressure here in the first half. He has 12 points in the ball game. So Goodrich makes it a 49-45 ball game with 30 seconds to play in the first half. Milwaukee leads by 4. They want to run the clock down. Oscar now gets some room, drives.
Foul on McMillan.
Jim McMillan gets charged with a personal foul as Oscar started the drive.
3 guys had a shot at Oscar on that. He still got to the hoop. He didn't make it. Wilt had a shot at him, West had a shot at him, and McMillan took a shot at him.
Here's a look at it. He got by West. And there's where Jim McMillan, trying to pick him up, made the contact. Our Curtis Perry is back into the ball game, and John Block goes out with 25 seconds to go in the first half, and Oscar Robertson, shooting 2, makes the first one. He has 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. He's stolen the ball twice. He's perfect at the free throw line. 51-45 for a 6-point Milwaukee lead, and 20 seconds to play in the first half. Robertson against West, Jerry number 44. They're inside 10 seconds. West shoots. Won't go. Kareem Jabbar the rebound for the Bucks. Long pass down the court. It's to Dandridge. That 1 second shoots and misses, and the first half is over. Okay, let's spend a moment here with Larry Costello of the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 51-45 lead for your ball club, Larry, but I can tell by the expression on your face the tension hasn't lessened a bit.
Well, it's definitely true, Keith. Of course, the Los Angeles is a very explosive basketball team, and you just can't afford to let up. It's very satisfying to have this lead at halftime, but we just can't let up and got to come back and play the next 24 minutes the same way as we did the first 24.
I take it then you might perhaps be satisfied with the way things have gone for your ball club, particularly the second quarter?
I think our defense has been real good, and we feel this is the key to our success is our defense, and we're starting to put our running game together a little bit more. We had some fast break situations there, and we could have capitalized, but we didn't. But we'll put it together.
Larry, is there a particular thing that you're trying to do today against Los Angeles that might be out of the ordinary?
Well, we feel there's certain plays that are advantageous against some teams more so than others, so we're trying to work on their weaknesses defensively.
Well, Coach, is there some particular thing that you're going to be doing here in the next few moments at halftime of your ball club?
Well, we'll be talking about, we'll be reviewing what we talked about before the game just to keep everything refreshed in their minds. I think our guys have been doing a real great job defensively. We're coming back in there, we're hitting the boards pretty good, and I think this is what it takes. We got to stop their fast break, and I think so far we have.
It's kind of fun to have a ball game like this in the middle of the season, isn't it?
Well, it's very exciting. Of course, all professional basketball games are exciting.
That's right, Larry. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much, Keith.
Larry Costello, the coach of the Milwaukee Bucks, and we'll be back with Halftime, some comments from Bill Russell. In just a moment, our score at halftime here at Milwaukee Arena, the Bucks 51, the Los Angeles Lakers 45.
My man smokes a pipe, but poor baby. He started smoking papaya peach and smelled like a walking fruit salad. Then he smoked angel's breath, but that burned his tongue like devil's fire. Then he found the right tobacco, not some fancy foreign stuff, but Carter Hall. He says it tastes cool and smooth, and oh, the aroma.
Ursula, light my fire. Carter Hall, the pipe tobacco that tastes as good as pipe tobacco smells.
To prove a point, I'm about to shave without using any water. Nothing to make my beard wet and soft but this, Rise. I'm actually getting a clean shave. The reason? The moisture in Rise. Slowly, Rise seeps moisture into your beard and holds it there for as long as it takes you to shave. Now, if I can get a shave like this using Rise with no water, imagine what you can do using Rise with water.
A hitman runs from the mob and the FBI tonight on ABC.
Our score at halftime, the Milwaukee Bucks are leading the Los Angeles Lakers by 6, 51-45. And Bill Russell, I tell you, it's just building and building. I think probably the last few minutes of the ball game will rank as among the most exciting for the year, but of course we'll wait to see it. Meantime, while the coaches are talking to their teams, and some of you perhaps are expecting to see the one-on-one today, well, you will not see it. A couple of very specific reasons for it. It is not yet complete. Now, so many of the athletes in the NBA wanted to be a part of it, wanted to participate, and because of the travel schedule of so many of the teams, that a lot of the ball clubs have not been able to complete their intra-squad competition to define it down to the final 34 men or players in the NBA who would be eligible for the one-on-one competition. Once we get them down to the 34, then we'll have a blind draw for the opponents, and then the last 4 of the 34 will engage in a special elimination round for the 31st and the 32nd positions. But the point that we are making here is that the intra-squad competition has not been completed, and therefore we are not ready to start the final round of the 34. You will, however, on All-Star Night from Los Angeles, January 18, see the first round of the competition. And during the ball game between the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets next Sunday, January 16, we will announce the first competitors that you'll be watching in the one-on-one competition. So that's the story on why we just really, literally got caught by time and pressure of schedule.
Yes, it's very difficult because they have to shoot the matches on the off days. Right. Because we can't set up so that we won't interfere with the players' team commitments.
Okay, now let's talk about this first half. Los Angeles looked for a minute like they might streak away and get a substantial lead in the second quarter. But then the Lakers fell into the trap of turnovers. Now, in your opinion, were the turnovers a byproduct of defense by Milwaukee, or was it just simply a matter of mistakes by Los Angeles?
I think it's a combination of things, Keith. Defense, the Bucks were playing pretty good defense, but I think tension has a lot to do with it. It's not a matter of choking up or anything like that. It's a matter of tension, and you can be over-careful. And I think that, or you can be too loose as a reaction to tension in that you're not exactly what you'd like to be. I think that the Lakers are playing pretty good defense, and I think that up until this point, it's a standoff between the guys in the middle. I don't know what the statistics are, but
Lou won the first fight, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won the first fight.
Well, it wasn't much of a fight. When you want to have a real good NBA fight, you got to get the guys stand there, and they got to stand there and square off and jaw at each other from 10 yards.
Right. I think in light of, we're always dealing with statistics. Of course, basketball is a game of numbers, and you live and die with numbers in this particular game. But in the scoring in the first half for the Lakers, Gail Goodrich was the leading scorer with 12 points. And this, I think, is significant, and we've discussed it, Bill, that he gets a lot of points because an awful lot of defensive people chase this fella.
Right. They're worried about him overpowering the other guy, so they tend to drop off. West is doing a great job. He has a tough assignment, too. He's got to guard Oscar, and Oscar's got to guard him. And in a sense, they're neutralizing each other. I think that the reason that the Bucks are ahead, principally, is John Block. Because the Lakers have not screened him off of the offensive board. They've done a very poor job in that. Because you can't give a guy like that, who is what you call an outside player. In other words, he's the 6th or 7th man. If you let him come in and get points, those are points that hurt you.
Right. Well, we take a look here at the scoring for Milwaukee, and it's the element of John Block with 11 points is a definite surprise. Now, Jabbar, you expect him to have 15, 16 at halftime, but John came off the bench, and he not only scored 11 points, but he picked off, I believe, about 5 clean rebounds.
Yes, he's got more offensive rebounds, I think, than anybody in the game easily. And then he's got a few, I'd say that most of his rebounds have been offensive rebounds. Now, Jabbar has not been shooting well, mainly because he hasn't been taking the shot he'd like to take. I think Wilt's pushing him out, physically pushing him out, and then he's taking too much time on his shots. You know, while he's maneuvering, what are the other four guys going to do? They can't time their crash to the offensive board or anything. So consequently, when he misses, they have no chance for an offensive rebound. If he took the ball and went and shot it right away, then they'd have a better chance of getting offensive rebounds, and their reaction to defense would be better.
Now, dealing in brevity here, as we have to for the moment, Bill, what, for example, would you say to your Los Angeles Lakers were you in Bill Sharman's position?
I'd say keep playing the way you're playing. Don't change a thing. You're only, see, they're five points behind, I think, 5 or 6 points behind. It doesn't make any difference. I think they're playing the game the way they should play it. I would tell them, don't worry about that 5 or 6 points. Play the same way you're playing, and we'll be all right.
All right, now Larry Costello said he wanted to continue to talk and play defense for his Bucks.
Yes, they're playing pretty good defense. They're working hard. And a game like this, the defense comes to the front because there's so much tension. The shooting has a tendency to be off. And so you're in there playing a good, strong, fundamental defense. Now, I've watched Oscar and West guard each other, and they're playing great defensive ball against each other. I think that if either guy wasn't playing such good defense, that West or Oscar would be leading scorers.
Bill. Remember, our one-on-one will start, in fact, on January 18, the night of the All-Star game, as the intra-squad competition will be continued over the next few days until we get down to our final 34. And, of course, it'll be brought to you by Bristol Myers. And right now, let's hear a word in behalf of Bristol Myers.
You're using dry control by Vitalis. You can't see it, but you know it's dry control by Vitalis, the supernatural, natural hair.
Vitalis Dry Control. Let your hair look thick and natural. How am I doing?
Stick to basketball.
Natural
Spain. You're a long way from home. But since you only get one chance at living, you look for gusto where you find it. Yeah, they even have Schlitz out here. When you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer.
Hi, Kurt Gowdy. Coming up later today, stay tuned for this year's premiere of The American Sportsman. Actor Cameron Mitchell hooks a Bahamas blue marlin. Then after the fast and erratic white wing in Mexico with Phil Harris and Bing Crosby. Finally, the late Robert Kennedy's son Joe takes part in an East African roan antelope roundup. That's The American Sportsman, right after today's NBA coverage and at 4 p.m. Pacific Coast time.
Okay, the two ball clubs have returned to the floor to warm up. I think that everybody involved in this particular ball game wants to be ready when the bell rings. Well, let's spend just a moment here with Bill Russell and a man who spent a lot of time in a lot of different basketball courts with him, the assistant coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, Casey Jones. Keith, how are you? I guess we both would be, and everybody in this whole country would be curious about the tone of the conversation and your comments on the way the first half went.
Well, the first half, I think, went Milwaukee's way because they're getting the ball out and trying to run us. And when we score, they take the ball out fast and they get it down fast. And you'll find that Daniels is the first one down the court, which is what you're trying to do to us. Also, they're trying to work on Wilt, because Wilt gives Kareem room to work. I know that's a fatal mistake that you can make, but then Wilt has compensated in trying to put an arm on him. Right.
Yes, I think that but overall, Casey, I think he's done a pretty good job in that he's make Kareem take the shots he doesn't want to take.
Now, listen, you two guys played, I don't know how many ball games together. You beat some of the greatest teams in the world. Let's go back for a moment and draw on your past. Let's say you're in a ball game like this, and you're playing the backcourt position, and you're in the middle. Did you have a particular routine that you tried to do?
Well, we had a particular thing that we try to do, which we try to hit the open man, which is the main thing, and not be intimidated by the other club and what they're trying to do. They're playing all our guys without the ball, and then what we try to do is just set up a play and then so we can cool down ourselves.
All right, Casey, thanks very much for your time. Good luck to you. And the head man of the Los Angeles Lakers, Bill Sharman. Bill?
Hi, Keith. How you doing?
Who's
the skinny guy over there, anyhow?
He's still growing.
I'd like to sign him.
What has to be done now in the second half?
Well, Keith, I guess you've seen the stats here. We only shot 29% that first half, which is definitely the lowest we've shot all year. But I give the Bucks an awful lot of credit for their defense. I'm sure Bill has pointed this out many times, that they're playing very aggressive defense and doing a great job. So we have to get more movement and pass better. Besides our shooting percentage, we have 15 turnovers, so our passing has been a little bit weak, and we just have to work harder for better shots.
Is your ball club tight?
Well, I don't think so. I think, you know, we've been under pressure here with this win streak for a long time. Naturally, we'd like to win it, but the Bucks are just a great job, and like I say, this is the best defensive job any team's done against us in a long time, and we're just not clicking. But I don't think it's because we're tight. It's just because the Bucks are a great team.
And they are hard to beat here.
That's right. They don't lose too many right here.
Bill,
I just want to ask him, did you speak to somebody about those offensive rebounds that John Block was getting?
That was a main topic in my halftime discussion, Bill. He played 8 minutes. He had 9 rebounds and 11 points, which John is a great player. But that's what's really hurt us, too, the boards. And here again, I give them credit. I really feel right now that their whole team is more aggressive than ours, and this is something we're going to have to adjust to.
Now, you've had some great third quarters in this season.
Well, we're going to need one today. I hope so. But it's two great teams. It's a great matchup. I'm excited watching it myself. I just hope we can play a little better the second half.
Is there, outside of the obvious thing on the turnovers now, your ball club had a day off. Milwaukee played last night. The day off beneficial in this case, or did it take a little edge off it?
Well, this time of the year, I would always like one day off. I think most coaches and players feel you don't want 3 or 4 or 5 days off. You kind of lose that edge a little bit. But on the other hand, we watched the Bucks play last night, and Kareem Jabbar only played about 20-some minutes, so I don't think they're a tired ball club.
It doesn't look it. Coach, good luck to you.
All right, thanks, Keith.
Bill Sharman, coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. NBA basketball, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks is being brought to you by the pipe tobacco that tastes as good as pipe tobacco smells. By your American Motors dealer, who backs all of his new 72s with American Motors Buyer Protection Plan. The whole idea is to do more for you after you buy a car. And by Schlitz, you only go around once in life, so you reach for all the gusto you can, even in the beer you drink. Why settle for less? When you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer. We've come to the end of our halftime activities. We'll be back for the third quarter of this exciting NBA game in just 1 minute.
To the Equitable agent, no two people are alike.
Is there anyone else in the whole human race with your kind of style and your kind of grace?
No two people are alike. That's why your Equitable agent thinks of you as an individual. His training and thinking are shaped around you and your life insurance needs. To the Equitable agent,
there's nobody else exactly like you. Nobody else like you. Refresh your taste, chewy, spearmint gum. Refresh your taste, for flavor it's the one. The flavor's fresh and lively. way too. It cools your mouth, it's great to chew. Refresh your taste. Chew Wrigley Spiritum.
And we're ready to go with the third quarter of play. Milwaukee 51, Los Angeles 45. We'll set the lineups as we go. Jim McMillan on the breakaway off the bat comes up with the first points of the third quarter. So it's a 51-47 ball game, just that quick. For the Milwaukee Bucks, in white, number 10 is Bob Dandridge. Number 33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 18 is Curtis Perry. Number 1 is Oscar Robertson. Number 14 is John McLaughlin. Here's Oscar working for the shot. Wilt blocks it. Here's Oscar follow. Shot is good. Foul is called. And here are the comparative statistics off the first half of play and the field goal percentage for neither team. Anything to write home about?
No, I think they're feeling a little bit of pressure here. Plus, they're playing great defense. Both teams are playing great defense. They're picking up, and they're staying with the guys pretty good. They have had lapses on the offensive boards, but other than that, they're playing real good defense, Keith.
Oscar Robertson on the line, shoots and completes the three-point play. The foul was on Jerry West, and it's a 7-point Milwaukee lead. That's the biggest lead they've had in a long time. Here's Jerry West on a drive, and Richie Powers and Mendy Rudolph are the officials, and Richie calls a foul. The Los Angeles Lakers down by 7.
At the line, Jerry West.
And their 33 consecutive game win streak is on the line, and no other Major League club has ever won that many consecutive games. Jerry West up there misses on the first free throw. He gets the second. The foul was on Oscar Robertson. Oscar now with 2 personal fouls. Jerry has 3 in the battle of the great ones of the backcourt. This is Bobby Dandridge against Jim McMillan. And McLaughlin against Gail Goodrich, a 3-inch height advantage. Chamberlain got just enough of it. The pass out by Happy Hairston to Goodrich. Nobody under the boards as Goodrich scored. Had he missed it, it would have been a cinch Milwaukee rebound, but he did not miss it. It's 54-50 as Curtis Perry, they leave him alone. He won't take the shot. Fine play by Happy Hairston, but Perry carries it out of bounds. It'll be Los Angeles ball.
He tried to force that pass in, Keith. He didn't have the pass into the big guy because his man had dropped off.
So, Jerry, you notice the bandage on his elbow? Well, he's got some 20-odd stitches in it. Where he split it open the other day, but it doesn't bother him. Fell down. Busted it. Chamberlain has a little trouble, lets the ball get loose, but Wilt saves it, gets inside. They call him for traveling. Well, he brought the ball down, as Bill Russell pointed out earlier, and once he brought it down, little men had a shot at it. Here it is.
The big guys even have a shot at it.
That's right, it's on the floor. Here's Oscar up court with it. McLaughlin and Dandridge, they look inside to Abdul-Jabbar. Now they go to him, and Chamberlain reaches underneath and slaps it loose, and a foul is called on Wilt.
Keith, I've noticed that the Los Angeles forwards are forcing the Buck forwards way out past the foul line and way out to the half court, so that even if they're free, there's nobody to. Just a slight foul.
And it's 4 on Wilt. And the score now off the free throw, a 5-point lead for the Bucks. They led by 6 at halftime. Jerry West won't go. Dandridge way up there for the rebound. Long pass for Kareem Jabbar. Gets the basket with the 7-point Milwaukee lead. 10 to go, third quarter.
That was an outstanding pass then, Keith. Had to be just right.
And it was. Here's Goodrich. Lakers ice cold from the field. Taking shots they don't want to take. Long pass to McLaughlin. Fast break, missed it. Too far underneath when he unloaded it. Bad pass by Jerry, but Gail Goodrich able to hold on to it. Right down at his knees. In the corner, that's McMillan. And a foul. And the foul is on Dandridge. That's a second personal foul on Dandridge. Second team foul for the Milwaukee Bucks at 9:48 to go in the third quarter. And we start now NBA basketball every Sunday on ABC, and we've got a timeout. And we've got 9:48 to go in the third quarter here at Milwaukee Arena, with the Milwaukee Bucks leading the Lakers 57-50.
It's good to come home. And when you've got somebody waiting for you, you celebrate. You only go around once in life,
So you take each day with all the gusto you can. The life you live, the food you enjoy, even in the beer you drink. Why settle for less? When you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer.
Jim, when you were completely gray, you did look older. I can't believe how much better you look with just a touch of gray.
Announcing Grecian Formula 16. It's practically clear. As easy to use as hair tonic. No mess. Use it every day until you slowly, gradually get rid of just as much gray as you want. Some of it, or all of it. Then once a week or so to keep it that way.
I use it too, and he doesn't even know it.
Grecian Formula 16.
Coming up right after our ball game for everybody except the West Coast, ABC's award-winning outdoor series, The American Sportsman, premiering for its 8th consecutive season here on ABC. 19-year-old Joseph Kennedy will be seen on an antelope relocation venture in Kenya. Bing Crosby, Bill Harris. A white-wing shoot in Mexico. Cameron Mitchell fishing for blue marlin in the Bahamas. For those of you on the West Coast, The American Sportsman will be seen at 4 this afternoon, Pacific time. Los Angeles in the game, 16 turnovers, 15 out of 49 from the field. That's 31%.
That's not outstanding shooting, but in considering the game and what it means to both teams, it's not bad.
At the line for the Lakers, shooting 1.
Happy Hairston, Jim McMillan's on the free throw line. Wilt Chamberlin, Gail Goodrich, Jerry West. Free throw is missed. Milwaukee 7-point lead. Comes down court with it now with John McLaughlin, Oscar Robertson, Curtis Perry, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Bobby Dandridge. Jerry West on Oscar. Dandridge finally gets outside to help. McLaughlin, 3 inches taller than Gail Goodrich, gives it to Dandridge, who got away from McMillan, missed the shot. Slapped out. Goodrich gets it to McMillan. But the fast break is spoiled. Here's Jerry West, 3, 22-footer, good. It's a 5-point Milwaukee lead. Long pass down to Jabbar, who gets loose for his hook.
Now, Keith, he didn't fool around that ball at all. He went for the hoop right away, and when he's doing that, he can shoot. He can really shoot. That's the kind of shots he wants to get.
He has 21 points. Wilt Chamberlin with 4 fouls. Didn't want to commit himself. Didn't want to get in trouble. He's never fouled out of a game, but he's got 4 right now. Here's McMillan missing. Forced the shot. Chamberlain right there for the rebound. Right time, right place.
Now, Kareem had gone out then, as he should have.
And it's a 7-point Milwaukee lead with 8.5 minutes to go, third quarter. The Lakers with a 33-game win streak. Here's Hairston. And the foul. Harvey took it up, trying to slam it through there. Curtis Perry was right there and got too much of it. That was almost a block.
At the line, Hairston.
But not quite.
Hairston shoots 2.
Happy with 13 rebounds and 8 points. Makes the first one. 8:25 to go, third quarter. Hairston's second shot. A 5-point Milwaukee lead.
61, Lakers 56.
Robertson and West. Oscar shoots. Oh.
Has nothing to do with that. Just call it, cry for help. Help.
That's right. Just yell. Lean back and holler as loud as you can. Jerry West trying to come back. He's fouled by Dandridge. Here it is.
On Bob Dandridge.
See Dandridge come across.
Third personal.
There, Dandridge comes across, hooks him on the arm.
Jerry West at the line for the Lakers.
Jerry, 11 points, 3 out of 8 from the field, 5 out of 6 from the line, 6 out of 7 as he makes it. 1 free throw. In it goes for Jabbar. Chamberlain takes it away. Leaves it for Goodrich. Ball is slapped loose, right to West. Jerry takes it all away. No basket.
No basket.
He's pointing at Happy Hairston for a foul, blocking prior to the shot.
Offensive foul, Hairston. Third personal.
Oscar had a hand jammed, but shaking it off.
You know, when you commit those kind of fouls, you want to go someplace and hide.
A 6-point Milwaukee lead. McLaughlin, good fake, gets Goodrich up. Jabbar follows the rebound. More or less, look what I found, and scores.
Now that was a good move by Jabbar. He gave him a little motion so he couldn't get set. Defense.
25 points now for Kareem. The Lakers are down by 8. Chamberlain gives it to Hairston. Jabbar, clean block. Beautiful play by Kareem Jabbar. Curtis Perry missed the shot. Loose ball. It's against Perry. Let's go back and look at the block.
Loose ball foul.
Now Kareem moved earlier than he usually does. That's why he was able to get it. See, he has to go out first.
That was his 4th blocked shot. And Bill Sherman, coach of the Lakers, disturbed the way things are going in the ball game.
Chris, that foul on Curtis Perry, you expect that. When a guy misses a layup, almost, unless he's an old pro and really thinks about it, he'll commit a foul almost right away because he's trying to make up for it right away. Right. And you got to control yourself. If you don't, you get in foul trouble.
That's right. Jim McMillan, backcourt foul, 5th team foul, and McMillan shooting 2. John Block, number 34. You see him there as returned to the lineup. He had 11 big points in the first half. It's 65-59, a 6-point lead for Milwaukee with 6:55 to go in the 3rd quarter. Here's Block now with Hairston coming out to check him. In it goes to Jabbar. Silky move. He's 5 for 5 in the field in the 3rd quarter.
You notice he's not fooling around the ball as much now, Keith. He's not dribbling and turning his back and jockeying for position. He's just taking the ball and shooting it.
Plus, Wilt has 4 fouls, so he cannot afford to be as aggressive as he might ordinarily be. And a brilliant effort by Jim McMillan. So 6:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Oscar comes down with the ball, calls the signal, sends Block to the other side of the court. He wants to work it. Goes inside to Jabbar. Now it's the Block to McLaughlin. Here's Oscar. Short. Wilt the rebound. Knocked loose and out of bounds. Los Angeles will keep it. Here comes Wally Jones into the lineup, replacing John McLaughlin for Milwaukee. 67-61 with 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. We move inside 6 now as Jerry West comes down. Drives against Block. No place to go with it. Goodrich has had his troubles with Wally Jones. Wally's done a pretty good job against Gale when he's been in there, and he's in there right now. Here's Gale loose for a shot, and a great assist by Jerry West. He penetrated, forced him to come to him, and set Gale up.
See, Wally dropped off again to try to help out, and you can't do that. You got to stay with your own man, especially with a good pass as West is. You got to stay with your own man, no matter where he goes.
Here's Jones trying to retaliate against Goodrich and not able to do it. Hairston way up.
That foul's on Block.
John Block. And that is 4 personals on Block, and the 5th. We're now in the penalty situation. And we've got 5:21 to go in the 3rd quarter, and it's right now a 4-point lead for the Milwaukee Bucks over the Los Angeles Lakers at 67-63.
The toughest repair this man has to make every day is on his own hands. Jergens for Men is a heavy-duty lotion for men who work with their hands, guaranteed to condition and help repair the worst rough, sore, chapped hands or money back from Jergens. Jergens for men who work with their hands.
At American Motors, when you buy a new Javelin or any of our new 72s, you get what we believe is the strongest buyer protection plan in the business. Now, this means we road test every single car. And if we have to keep your car overnight to fix something we did wrong, most of us dealers will loan you a car free. Now, if I don't keep my promises, you'll have a toll-free number to call in Detroit. You can't get a car like this or protection like this anywhere else.
In the 3rd quarter, the Milwaukee Bucks have scored 16 points. In Bill Russell, only 2 men have scored in the 3rd quarter for the Bucks. Kareem Jabbar 11 and Oscar 5.
That would figure. They're going to their strengths right now. Whenever a team feels any tension, what they do, they go to their strengths.
And the comparison of the two big men with Jabbar actually leading in every category except the block shots. Of course, the 27 points we expected. The rebounds, we did not particularly expect him to have an edge over Chamberlain. Happy Hairston is on the line. He's shooting 2. And it is 67-65, a 2-point Milwaukee lead now as Los Angeles starts to come back. Remember, the Lakers' 33-game win streak is on the line. It's stolen by McMillan. This has been a mark of them. They have done this time and again. Jerry West missed it. The tip good by Happy Hairston. So bang, bang. Here are 6 unanswered points now by the Los Angeles Lakers, and the score is tied. Jabbar trying to get it inside, hooks it up, and gets his basket. Time and again this season, during particularly this win streak, the Lakers have had a streak where they have scored 15, 20, and sometimes 20 points, with the opposition getting 3, 4, and 5. It's been a mark of their success, and Jerry West with a great move, just flat beat John Block.
What they're doing is they're isolating John Block and Jerry West. They're making them create a switch.
Stolen by Hairston, stolen by Jones. Oscar Robertson in the corner with it. So Wally Jones blindsiding Jerry West, getting the ball back for the Bucks as we're tied at 69. The Bucks have won 19 out of 20 games here on their home court. The Lakers have won 21 on the road with only 1 loss. Jerry West blocked the first one, but he didn't block the second one.
What the Lakers are doing on here offensively, Keith, is they're setting up a switch so the Block has to try to guard West, and he can't guard West.
Yet it goes to Wilt. The Bucks by 2. Goodrich being guarded by Dandridge gets it inside to Chamberlain. He's going to go to the basket, and Jabbar blocks it, but Hairston rebounds it. And McMillan falls down. Jones doing a little acting, doesn't draw a call on it, and Dandridge comes out with it. Jones drives off Goodrich, and Gail shuts him off. Now watch Oscar. Into Jabbar. Almost lost it. Block is all alone. And Hairston rebounds.
We get that quick pass out, too.
Block hurrying back on a 3-on-3 as Jerry West drives. The basket won't go. There's a foul. Ball spinning out of there.
Well, Keith, the key to that fast break is that first pass out. You get that first pass out, and you automatically almost have a 3-on-2 or 4-on-3 situation if your guys are off and running.
Here comes Lucius Allen into the ball game for the Milwaukee Bucks. Got the 2 little men at the backcourt now, Jones and Allen. They are very quick. Jerry West first free throw and second, both good. And the score is tied at 71 with 3:11 to play in the third quarter. Oscar Robertson getting a breather as Allen comes in. Game has been tied 10 times. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, number 33, sets it up for Lucius Allen. Lucius causing trouble in the backcourt as the Lakers take time. We have 2:49 remaining in the third quarter here at Milwaukee's arena, and our score, the Milwaukee Bucks 73, Los Angeles Lakers 71.
The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender.
I'm Mike Storn of the Colonels. We spent over $1 million for Artist Gilmore.
$1 million? Have a mirror, big spender.
Hey, big spender, why not spend some time with me?
If you like a smaller cigar with a big Muriel taste, try a Coronella.
You're using dry control by Vitalis. You can't see it, but you know it's there. You're using dry control by Vitalis. The supernatural, natural hair.
Vitalis Dry Control. Let your hair look thick and natural. How am I doing?
Stick to basketball.
Natural hair.
Next Tuesday night, Carol Lindley and Darren McGavin star in the story of a Las Vegas newsman who, when assigned to investigate a series of murders, becomes convinced the city is being terrorized by a vampire. The Night Stalker, ABC, movie of the week, Tuesday night, 8:30, 7:30 Central Time. Okay, here in the third quarter, Wilt Chamberlin, 4 fouls. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar picking up his scoring pace. Is Wilt laying off a little, you think, Bill?
Well, not too much. He knows enough how to take care of himself, so he didn't have to lay off enough, so you notice. I just think Jabbar is taking better shots in that he's not fooling around with the ball as much. He's not dribbling and jockeying back and forth. He's just going and taking the shot.
The scoring percentage from the field certainly more pronounced. Milwaukee's 59%, the Lakers 57%. The Lakers have the ball, and Wilt Chamberlin trying to give it to McMillan, throws it away. Nobody there, and Lucius Allen goes in for a 3-1. And suddenly the Bucks are back on top by 4 points, and Allen is 5 for 5 from the field. Flynn Robinson, who has come into the lineup for the Lakers to play against Allen, misses the jump shot, and Wally Jones rebounded. Jerry West is the man getting the rest now for the Lakers. Here's John Block open, shoots over McMillan and scores. So John Block, if you're going to pick out a man who has made the difference, so far it has been John Block. A 6-point Milwaukee lead. Goodrich working against Wally Jones. Jabbar comes out to help. They try to get it to Chamberlain. Well, Jabbar's outside and comes back in a hurry and blocks it. Back it goes to Wilt. He's got both big men on him. Here's Goodrich shooting and missing, and the rebound by Hairston comes off. The Bucks bring it out of there with Dandridge doing a good job. Boy, that woke up this crowd of 10,000 plus. Dandridge and Triple, dead quick. The Bucks lead by 8. A minute 25 to go in the third quarter. Glenn Robinson is number 21. He has the ball. Drives off Jones. Got his basket. Over Jabbar.
They set him off pretty good for a few seconds there. I thought for a while that the Lakers might call a timeout to reorganize, just to slow it down, just to change the pace.
We're inside a minute to go as Dandridge shoots. Basket counts. The foul is called. Jim McMillan gets the personal foul. Milwaukee has jumped to an 8-point lead with 55 seconds to go in the third quarter, and Dandridge trying for a 3-point play. Second personal on McMillan, third team foul Lakers. And there is Larry Costello, coach of the Bucks.
Shooting one.
Here's Bobby. 9-point lead. That is the biggest margin that we have had in the game at any time.
You know, Keith, this is consistent with the Lakers in the third quarter. They've started it real well and usually faded at the end of the third quarter a little bit and come back in the fourth quarter.
Shot by Robinson over Jones. Mindy Rudolph calls a foul inside. I think it's John Block. Loose ball, but it is the 5th personal on John Block. And the Lakers are in the bonus. 82-73 as Happy Hairston goes to the line with 43 seconds to go. 14 points, 16 rebounds. Steph now has 15 points. Block leaves. Curtis Perry, number 18, comes in to replace him. Chamberlain has 4. John Block 5. Kareem Jabbar 3. Jerry West 3. Those are the only people that might be considered in foul trouble. The free throws are good. It's a 7-point Milwaukee lead. 40 seconds to go third quarter as Lucius Allen brings it down. Here's Curtis Perry. Here's Kareem Jabbar. Well, he got Wilt up, and good fake, and he has 31 points.
The Lakers are going to go for one shot. They're going to play for one shot.
You see Wally Jones, he's really slapping him.
That's like the bump and run defense on the...
Well, hey, stolen by Flynn Robinson. Stolen right back. And Flynn tried to set it up and drive, and Lucius Allen shoots and misses at the buzzer. So the Lakers almost had 4 quick points, but not quite. The end of the third quarter. We'll be back for the fourth quarter tip-off in just a moment. The Milwaukee Bucks have an 84-77 lead over the Los Angeles Lakers.
What's that?
What are you shaving me with today?
Now, calm down. This is Edge Protective Shave.
Foam, you call that protection? Why does he do this to me?
Now, come back. Edge is a unique gel that puts down a coat of protective lubrication first before it turns into a rich, wet lather. Protects against nicks and cuts better than bubbly foams.
And you shave clothes?
And Edge comes in menthol, too. Friends again?
Edge gel makes a difference.
Friends.
Your friend will agree.
Neither snow, nor rain, nor heat, nor gloom of night stays the diehard from the swift completion of its appointed starts. The Sears Diehard, with extra power to start your car when most batteries won't. Sold only at Sears.
The Friars roast Joe Namath on the ABC Comedy Hour premiere Wednesday night.
Is that right?
Just a reminder, immediately following our ball game, stay tuned for Prudential NBA Report. Keith Jackson along with Bill Russell. At the end of three quarters, it's Milwaukee 84, Los Angeles 77. First of our NBA basketball on ABC every Sunday. Next Sunday, it'll be the New York Knicks and the Houston Rockets. The Los Angeles Lakers 33-game win streak on the line as we go to the final 12 minutes, and Jerry West comes out of there with it. Been a great ball game to this point, and Jim McMillan hits the first bucket of the final quarter. And the Bucks are leading by 5. As Wally Jones, Lucius Allen, Bobby Dandridge, Curtis Perry, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar take the floor for the Bucks. Jerry West is guarding Lucius Allen. Glenn Robinson, Jim McMillan, Wilt Chamberlin. Good play as McMillan sets it up for Glenn Robinson, and he breaks away to score it. And now the Lakers are down by only 3.
84-81.
Into Abdul-Jabbar for a hook. He missed it. The high rebound. And a whistle and a foul.
Loose ball foul,
Curtis Perry, I thought. 18. So Curtis Perry now with 5 personal fouls. John Block is on the bench for the Bucks with 5 personal fouls. Wilt Chamberlin has 4. Bobby Dandridge 4. Jerry West shot too flat. Rebound Perry for the Bucks. Toby Kimball has not been in the game. He represents size and strength if they need to go to him. Very few substitutions actually at the front line positions. Here is the shot up and off, and Jerry West comes out of it. It's a 3-on-2. A pass for McMillan, and it gets away. So a turnover for Los Angeles, and that's 20. 20 turnovers. Oscar Robertson is back in the lineup for Milwaukee with Lucius Allen in the backcourt. Here comes John Block back into the ball game for the Bucks. So he joins Perry and Jabbar on the front line. I just ran down the fouls for you, so here we go. With 10:45 to go, you pretty well know where we are. A 3-point Milwaukee lead. Jabbar against Chamberlain. Inside. Lucius Allen sneaking in. You notice McMillan came out trying to help McCluster.
Right, when McMillan's over there double teaming Jabbar, that means his man is free, so you got to look for the loose man.
McMillan.
Basket by Jim.
And it's now a 3-point lead again for the Bucks. It has been said that this man with the ball, Oscar Robertson, is the most stabilizing influence in basketball. We'll see. John Block. Boy, I'll tell you, he's torn a hole in the Lakers today. He's got 15 points. And Allen almost stole the ball. McMillan comes back to help now as the Bucks put on the pressure in the backcourt. Jerry West brings it up. 9:55. Jerry trying to get by Oscar. He does. He hooks it back. Intended for Chamberlain. Gets away. Hairston tries to save it and can't do it. Well, that's twice now. The Lakers have come down here in the opening moments of the fourth quarter and turned it over.
I think at this point the Bucks are getting better shots than the Lakers are. Although the Lakers are right in and making the shots, they're not the shots that I think they would like to get.
Oscar feeds it in to Curtis Perry. He gets the bucket. Milwaukee is 17 out of 29 from the field in the second half. Wow. That was Perry's first point. Here's Glenn Robinson in traffic, gets it up. Oh, it's good. Basket counts. He was fouled.
By Glenn Robinson.
Take a look at it. And the foul is on Abdul-Jabbar. That is his third personal foul.
Shooting one.
Glenn got it up. It danced around a little, but fell the right way. And he makes a three-point play. Milwaukee leading by 4. 9:10 to go in the ball game. Very much a major league contest, as we suggested at the outset. Jabbar double team, slapped loose as Robinson came around the blind side.
That's dangerous stuff Robinson's doing. He's leaving the man free. If Jabbar can keep that ball up over his head, he can hit the free man pretty easily.
Lucius Allen goes to Kareem. Lucius. Block with it. Look out for this man. He's been poison all day. He has 17 points. And it's a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
And a sign of experience in that he has 5 fouls. He's playing pretty much the same way he was playing before. And you have to know what you're doing when you do that.
Robinson is open. He hit it. Lucius Allen got caught in traffic and took a whack on the side of the head, and Glenn Robinson got loose for his 13th point.
They're making those shots, Keith, but those are not necessarily good percentage shots that they're making, that the Lakers are making. They're pretty long shots.
Here's Allen. Goaltending called against Chamberlain. Or is it McMillan? Allen, 7 out of 10. 94, 88, 8-10 to play in a game. The Lakers' 33-game win streak right on the line. Jerry hit, but gets away with it. Here's Glenn Robinson outside with a howitzer that's good.
Maybe those are the shots they want to take.
Well, you know, the other night in Atlanta, the Hawks were very much in it Friday night. Flynn came out to start the second half of that ball game for the Lakers and hit 4 in a row, and that quick it was all over. So they need some of the outside firepower. He's 6 out of 11 from the field. Oscar comes right back down. This time he cannot retaliate with the points, and it is off the hands of Curtis Perry out of bounds. Here comes Gail Goodrich back, and Glenn Robinson leaves for Los Angeles. So the question keeps running through everybody's mind, is this where the Lakers' streak stops? I'll tell you, if you've got to lose a streak, it's not a bad place to lose it. Here's the shot by Goodrich. Chamberlain inside has the ball, but has to come out with it. Here's Jerry West on the baseline. Here's Hairston, has it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. L.A. will keep it. A 4-point Milwaukee lead with 7:20 to go in the ball game. 94-90. Hairston. He's working against blocks. Offensive foul, Hairston.
Nice call, ref. That wasn't too obvious.
Happy Hairston has 4 personal fouls. 7:10 to play in the ball game. Bucks up by 4. Lucius Allen. Happy Hairston the rebound. Double handful of it. Jerry West. Tip. Chamberlain.
Basket by Chamberlain.
2-point Milwaukee lead.
94-92.
6:40 to play. Oscar back to Jabbar. Slammed it. 33 points for Abdul-Jabbar. Goodrich. Oh, halfway down, came out. John Block slows it down. Time call by the Milwaukee Bucks. 6 minutes, 23 seconds to play in the ball game here at Milwaukee Arena. Our score, Bucks 96, Los Angeles Lakers 92.
Sure, it's aggravating to be stuck without a car.
So, at American Motors, if we have to keep any of our new 72s overnight to fix something we did wrong, most dealers will loan you a car, free. The loaner car is just one part of what we think is the strongest fire protection plan in the business. This means that when you buy, say, a Sportabout, you get more than a sporty little station wagon. You get a protection plan no other dealer can give you.
It seems that everyone in Cozad, Nebraska knows Bob Warnke. He's making a career out of helping them. Bob is one of more than 10,000 State Farm agents around the country who can take care of all your family insurance needs. If you live in Cozad, give Bob a call. If you live somewhere else, just check your local Yellow Pages.
And like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. State Farm is
Remember, coming up next, for those of you except the West Coast, the ABC's award-winning outdoor series, The American Sportsman, premiering for its 8th consecutive season here on ABC. Those of you on the West Coast will see it today at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Bill Russell, the personal foul story becomes a definite factor. This game has surged back and forth.
Yeah, but nobody can break it open. Every time it seems like one team is going to run away. You know, they put 2 or 3 baskets together. It looks like they might break it open, then the other team comes right back. These are tough clubs. These clubs are tough mentally because they're not stepping back at anything. Anytime Oscar will go down and take one on West will come right back to him, and vice versa.
Well, we don't have a whole lot of time left. 6 minutes and 23 seconds. The score you see, a 4-point edge for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks have in the lineup Oscar Robertson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, John Block, Lucius Allen, and Curtis Perry. Jerry West, Gail Goodrich, Happy Hairston, Jim McMillan, Wilt Chamberlin for Los Angeles. Jabbar over Chamberlain, won't go, tips it in. He is 9 out of 11 from the field in the second half, and as Bill Russell said, he just simply go into the basket.
He's taking it in there, and he's not fooling around with it.
Jerry West, double team, gets it out to Wilt. Here's Jerry, blocked by Block. How about that? Oscar comes up with it. Pass to Allen. 2 points. And suddenly the Bucks have an 8-point lead. With 5:35 to go in the game. Allen, 16 points. 33 points for the Bucks have come off the bench. In Block and Allen, and here's Lucius stealing it. Against Goodrich. Offensive foul. Allen.
Offensive foul. Lucius Allen. Third push.
Lucius Allen has stolen the ball 4 times. He has scored 16 points, and he has 2 personal. And here's Jerry West, back to Chamberlain, back to Jerry. He almost gave that away, Bill.
Yeah, because you got to worry about 3 seconds and things like that, but it worked out all right for him.
6-point lead, Milwaukee. Here's Perry. Perry with 4 points. All 4 of them, and I'll tell you, the longer we play here in the 4th quarter, the bigger those 4 points look. As Goodrich gets Allen up, and Lucius can't fly, so he comes down on top of it. So Lucius Allen commits the personal foul, and that triggers a timeout here at the Milwaukee Arena with 4:57 remaining to play in the game, and it's Milwaukee 102, Los Angeles 94. We'll be back for the exciting moment, this NBA contest, after this.
New York traffic, a real nightmare for taxis any time of the day. Meet Louis Cohen. He fights that traffic for a living.
You know, the secret in this business is to keep rolling. That's why I've been using SDP oil treatment in all my kids for over 6 years now. That's over 300,000 miles without a single starting problem or engine repair.
Take a tip from a cab driver. Have your service station add SDP to your car's oil and run smoother, cooler, quieter, longer.
In the dull and commonplace occurrences of day-to-day living, one thing stands out as a completely unique experience. Colt 45 malt liquor.
Remember, coming up after the ball game, the Prudential NBA report. Milwaukee in the second half has committed only 3 turnovers. They have hit 24 out of 42 from the field. That is 57%. Yet they lead by 8 points. Normally, you'll find a ball club in a game shooting 57%. They're going to be laughing about this time, but they're not. They lead by 8 points. But there's 4:57 to play, and the opposition, a very proud Los Angeles Lakers. Their 33-game win streak hanging right in front of them right now. When they met the first time, it was in Los Angeles, and the Lakers beat the Bucks 112-105. Gail Goodrich will be on the free throw line. Now remember, Milwaukee in the Midwest Division, Los Angeles in the Pacific Division. Both these clubs concerned about what happens if they meet in the playoffs. Each of them would like the home court advantage as the Lakers get the rebound, and Jerry West shoots and misses. And Milwaukee comes out of there with it. And for Milwaukee, it's Lucius Allen, Oscar Robertson, Kareem Jabbar, Curtis Perry, and John Block. Perry is number 18, third year in the NBA. And it goes to Jabbar, slapped away, but he gets it back and missed the shot. Rebounds it and scores. Oh, boy, that's a lot of points. 10-point lead with 4.5 to go. 37 points for Jabbar. McMillan misses, and the Lakers are getting only one shot as Allen breaks and scores, and it's a 12-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the ball game, 12 points. To Chamberlain. And a foul on John Block. He's gone. Take another look at it with Bill Russell.
Foul on John Block. That's his 6th personal foul.
He's had an outstanding game. He had to foul him then, though, because he couldn't guard with under there. He had to take a chance. That's what a veteran player has to do, Keith. He has to play his normal game, no matter how many fouls he has on him. Because if you don't, then you're more hindrance to your own team.
Chamberlain on the line for 2, misses the first one. John Block is out of the game, 6 fouls, 17 points, 13 rebounds. Here's Wally Jones, number 12, checking into the lineup. Chamberlain misses 2. Hairston had it, but Robertson knocked it loose. Now we are at 4 minutes to play, and Milwaukee has a 12-point lead. Here's Dandridge. Now they have a 14-point lead. Dandridge got Los Angeles down by 14 points with 3:45 to play, having had won 33 consecutive games. Ball slapped out, and Lakers keep it. Perry on the line.
I think the Lakers will call timeout now. They got to regroup.
That's exactly what they do. 3:39 to play in the ball game. And the score, Milwaukee Bucks 108, Los Angeles Lakers 94.
Men, today's lesson is on shaving.
Let Noxzema cream your face.
So the razor won't.
Let Noxzema cream your face.
So the razor jumps.
The closer you shave, the more you need creamy, soothing, medicated Noxzema.
Let Noxzema cream your face.
So the razor jumps.
This man is going on a Latin American tour. You see, in every Dutch Master cigar are 4 great tobaccos from Latin America. First stop, Brazil, and its flavorful tobacco. Then Santo Domingo, mild tobacco. Next, rich tobacco from Colombia. And lively tobacco from Puerto Rico. 4 great tobaccos. You get a Latin American tour in every Dutch Master cigar.
3 minutes and 39 seconds to play in the ball game. You're watching in color from Milwaukee, Wisconsin on ABC, NBA basketball. The Los Angeles Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Bucks are leading by 14 points. The Lakers have it. Baseline front court. Number 44 is Jerry West. It comes to Jim McMillan. McMillan shoots over Jones. Forced the shot. The rebound. Curtis Perry for Milwaukee. And that is one more time the Lakers put it up and failed to score. Now they are running out of scoring opportunities. because they're running out of time.
Keith, you know, I was telling you about the shots they were taking were not the shots they wanted. And you'll hit them, but it'll even out in the end. I think that's part of the problem.
A foul is committed against Bobby Dandridge by Gail Goodrich.
And the Bucks are not taking long shots now. See, they're working the ball in there. They're moving real good now. And so they're getting a lot of close shots. That's why their percentage is so much higher. Now, the Lakers have been shooting from outside.
Goodrich, first personal foul, first team foul, so obviously they had a foul to give, but they didn't want to give it in that particular posture. As Goodrich got caught and gave away the 2 points to make it 110-94. So Milwaukee beginning to put it away here. His West shot is off mark, and Jabbar comes out with it. And we go inside, 3 minutes to play, and it's a 16-point Milwaukee lead. Oscar drives, flips it back to Jabbar. It's an 18-point Milwaukee lead. Jabbar with 39 points. So it is the Bucks who put on the streak here in the closing moments, and Wally Jones checks it out of Goodrich's hand as we come to 2:35 to play in the ball game. West to Chamberlain. Slam dunk. That's the first point Los Angeles has scored in 1 minute and 52 seconds. Kareem Jabbar in the second half has scored 11 of 14 from the field. That's 79%.
Which is not bad shooting anywhere.
Goodrich gives the foul on Wally Jones. That's his second personal, second team. They give one and try to get two. At 2:21 to go in the ball game, Milwaukee 112, Los Angeles 96. Wally Jones, he has 5 points. Our statistician, Jerry Kapstein. Jerry West to Goodrich. Blocked by Robertson, picked off by Jabbar. Very close to the point where we're going to tell you the Los Angeles Lakers' 33-game win streak is over. Oscar Robertson shoots and misses, and Chamberlain rebounds it. As we go inside, 2 minutes to play. McMillan to West. Jones spoiling it. It is off Goodrich, and Milwaukee gets the ball. That is 24 turnovers for the Lakers. 24. Long pass to Jabbar. Perry looks at Dandridge, gives it to Bobby. The shot by Dandridge misses, and Perry, scrapping for the ball, cannot quite save it. That big youngster may be a factor as time goes on, Russ, and he gets a little more experience.
Yeah, he's a real good offensive rebounder. He hustles like all get out. I think that inexperience will make him make some mistakes at a time like this, but he'll be a big help.
Happy Hairston to Jerry West at 1 minute and 20. Jerry starts a drive. Foul is called on Jabbar. Put the leg out and caught him. That's 4 personal fouls on Kareem, and Jerry West will go to the line with 1 minute and 21 seconds to play in the game. Milwaukee 113, Los Angeles 96, and here's a look at it. You see him stick out that leg.
Yeah, that's a good call there.
Oscar Robertson gets a standing ovation as he leaves the game. And John McLaughlin replaces him. Oscar with 17 points. Jerry West is on the line. Having made 1 free throw, makes 2. Minute 20, the Lakers are down by 15. Wally Jones against Gail Goodrich. Kareem Jabbar against Wilt Chamberlain. There's the hook. Missed it. Tip almost goes in. It is Curtis Perry for the basket, and a foul is called.
Keith?
That does it.
Keith, I think that you can say the key has been not only the Bucks bench, but their corner men.
Great effort. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has left the ball game. The crowd yelling on its feet. It's 116-98. We've got less than a minute to play. Jabbar left with 39 points. Jim McMillan gets one back for the Lakers. They have 100. But the Lakers' 33-game win streak has been snapped. Gail Goodrich fouling. I'll tell you one thing, though, Russell. If you're going to have your winning streak broken by somebody, you might as well have it broken by the Milwaukee Bucks in Milwaukee, because the Bucks have only lost here one time in 21 games.
Yeah, they're having a great game today. I think Block and Perry have just done an outstanding job by the corner for the Bucks. That has been the key to the game today, I think. They've completely outplayed Happy Hairston and Jim McMillan, I think.
Jerry West and Gail Goodrich. They play catch, and Gail gets the shot. Won't go down. And here's Curtis Perry losing to Hairston, and Happy scores it. But it's academic at this point. The Bucks have beaten the Lakers.
In the front line, I think the forwards and the center have just dominated the Lakers today.
20 seconds to play in the ball game as McLaughlin shoots and gets. An 18-point lead for Milwaukee. And they let McMillan come up without a great deal of pressure. They let Jerry go in to Wilt. He gets an easy one. And we're inside 10 seconds. Not much to say at this point for Bill and Casey Jones, head coach and assistant coaches of the Lakers. The game is over. And the final score: the Milwaukee Bucks 120, the Los Angeles Lakers 104. We'll return for a wrap-up of today's game in just a moment.
Usually when you rent a car, you pay a mileage charge, which is okay for short rentals. But if you're renting longer and doing lots of driving, those miles can get pretty costly. Well, at most, but not all locations, Hertz now has pay-nothing-per-mile rates, good for 4 days or more. So you can drive a Ford or similar sedan all the miles you want without paying a mileage charge. Just pay for gas and return the car where you rented it. Beat the mileage charge at Hertz.
You're using dry control by Vitalis. You can't see it, but you know it's there. You're using dry control by Vitalis. The supernatural, natural hair.
Vitalis Dry Control. Let your hair look thick and natural. How am I doing?
Stick to basketball.
Natural hair.
The intensity of professional basketball, perhaps seldom exemplified as it was here today in the ball game, with the Milwaukee Bucks running away in the closing moments of the ball game to a 16-point win. But it was not that easy a ball game.
It was a real tough one, kids, real tough. They had to really go to their strength in the last quarter to pull it out. But I think they were playing for a lot of things, establishing psychological advantages. They're working for their home court advantage if they make the playoffs. And it's a great game to watch.
Kareem Jabbar was a dominating factor in the game. As a matter of fact, as you said a moment ago, the front line of the Milwaukee Bucks, the dominant factor.
Yes, I think that Curtis Perry and John Block, they just, those are the points that hurt. You know, that you get points as they come, but when the guy comes off the bench, or a guy you don't expect it, or a guy gets it on the offensive rebound, those are the points that hurt so much, because if you're playing good defense and you head up and concentrating, they don't get these points. And so those points really hurt.
Okay, once again, the final score here at Milwaukee Arena today. The Milwaukee Bucks break the Los Angeles Lakers' 33-game win streak, 120-104. The executive producer of NBA basketball is Roone Arledge. Today's game produced by Jeff Mason, directed by Larry Camp. Technical director Vern Hendrickson. Stay tuned for the Prudential NBA report, followed by the season's premiere of ABC's award-winning series, The American Sportsman. Next Sunday, New York Knicks, Houston Rockets. Special starting time, 5 Eastern time after the Super Bowl. Now Keith Jackson, Bill Russell saying so long from Milwaukee Arena in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. NBA basketball brought to you by Dutch Master Cigars, made with 4 Latin American tobaccos. By STP Corporation, makers of world-famous high-performance products for your car. By Sears Die-Hard Battery, with extra starting power to start your car when most batteries won't.
Don't miss Hollywood, The Dream Factory, narrated by Dick Cavett, tomorrow night.
Hello again, everybody. This is Keith Jackson, along with Bill Russell, welcoming you to the Prudential NBA Report, brought to you by the people who want you to own a piece of the rock, the Prudential Insurance Company of America. Owning a piece of the rock means Prudential's investments are working for you. Own a piece of the rock. All right, the final score, 120-104, as the Milwaukee Bucks defeat the Los Angeles Lakers and stop the Lakers' 33-game win streak. And our Prudential NBA report marked by the presence of this imposing figure. And I want to tell you, this old ex-Trojan was, I won't use the word old reservedly, of course, but he was a surprise, I think, in some ways to the Los Angeles Lakers. But certainly, John Block is a most respected member of the NBA, and he had time to play today, John, and do your thing.
Yes, I did. I've been playing pretty regular lately, and feels good.
And when you came here to Milwaukee, you must have jumped 9 feet straight up and rejoiced when you heard that you'd been traded here.
I surely did. I got a call at home in Houston, and I couldn't believe it. You know, I thought maybe I was going to go some other club, and, well, I just jumped for joy, just like you said.
John, it seemed to me that the Lakers were not expecting the kind of a game that happened when you came in. Now, did you bring with you a different particular pattern or plan or something?
Not really. We just a lot of hustle, and what we tried to have the forwards hit the boards. Like myself, I was just cheating right around the boards and trying to get those offensive rebounds, and that's what, and that mainly, we had one forward back and one forward hitting the boards all the time.
Bill Russell certainly made the comment earlier that he thought the Milwaukee front line was the big factor in the ballgame.
Yeah, I thought that you guys did a great job, but one thing that was really nice about what you did today, John, was when you get in there with 5 fouls, and you know, you play your regular game, which means that, you know, you had the experience and you got to really concentrate, because if you try to overcompensate, you know, you end up getting that foul anyway, plus you don't do the job. And I thought you did a great job of that. And I'd like to, you know, get into playing with Jabbar. That's got to be relaxing, isn't it?
It really is. It's a real pleasure. You know, you move around, you cut, and he's going to give you the ball, and he's got that real soft touch, so it's fairly easy to get that offensive board when you go to the board. He's a real pleasure. He just he's a great attitude kid, and it's great playing with him.
You know, that's perhaps a point, John, that a lot of us would overlook in watching a ball game, that when you do go to a big man like Kareem and he puts it up as soft as it actually makes your job much easier.
It certainly does. That's, for instance, you know, just in comparison, like Elvin Hayes shoots that little turnaround jump shot. Well, he shoots it high off the board, and it's sometimes pretty tough to get that ball. But with Kareem, with that little soft hook, you can just, you know, get a hand on it, keep it alive a lot easier than you know, a lot of centers shooting that ball like a jump shot or something.
Well, you have participated this afternoon, Mr. Block, in basketball history.
That's good.
You can tell by the smile that he enjoyed every minute of it, can't you, Russ?
Oh, yes, he's smiling all the way to the bank.
John, thank you much, and congratulations. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
John Block of the Milwaukee Bucks, and we'll be back with the Prudential NBA report in just a moment.
Hey, John.
Fruits and medicine pie.
15 years since we graduated, and now Charlie's a manager.
Don't tell me. Fred Johnson.
No, Bill.
Bill, right. How's the family?
Fine. Yeah.
Terrific. Well, my business is looking up. How about you?
Oh, good.
Yes, sir. I've got 3 trucks already.
There are some investments I'm interested in, too.
Great. Investments? In what?
No, things like jet planes, cattle ranches, newspaper publishing.
Because Bill got a piece of the rock with his Prudential life insurance. And we make investments with a good part of his premiums.
In all kinds of productive industries that strengthen the economy and can help pay dividends to keep his insurance costs down. Talk to a Prudential representative about building financial security for your family on a piece of the rock.
Cement manufacturing and chemical processing.
Own a piece of the rock.
Bill Russell, in every sport, it seems, in this particular era, we start looking, in effect, reaching for exotic reasons, exotic alibis for why a team wins and why a team loses. In a sense, I think today's game was just decided on simple, pure ability, muscle, and desire.
Beautiful basketball. Basketball at its best. I think the dominance of the Milwaukee front line has got to be the key. But the one thing that you can't forget is the steadying influence of Oscar Robertson in the backcourt. Because at one time, Oscar was sitting out, and I started to make the comment that they didn't have enough experience out there. You know, they had young guys out there hustling, good, hardworking, but you need that steadying influence, which Oscar does. That in itself is one of the most valuable things that he does. Although he plays great basketball, but he's a steadying influence, and I think that the second half that Kareem really took over, in a sense, in that when he took over like that, that made the L.A. forwards less able to concentrate on the Milwaukee forwards.
Well, let's take a look at the individual scoring, give you some idea of what happened in the ball game. The Lakers were led by Jerry West today, but as you look down the scoring in the ball game for Los Angeles, it's very well spread out. It's very even. A lot of people, 6 of them in the double figures, but nobody with the big total, and everybody under their season average, with the exception of Wilt, but he was under his average in the key department of rebounds and in that area. For the Milwaukee Bucks, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, obviously the leader, with 39 points, and that is reflected in the fact that he had something like 17 points, I think it was 15 points at halftime, and came on with an exceptional performance, particularly in the third quarter when he scored 15 points and hit every shot he took in the third quarter. But Lucius Allen, whose quickness out of the backcourt, oftentimes in a ball game of this type, totals up points.
Right, and when you consider that Allen and Block and Perry hurt the Lakers, you got to say that the bench hurt them more than anything. Allen and Block coming off the bench. When you can get about 35 points out of those 2 guys coming in, you're in pretty good shape, because the job of a substitute is to make sure you don't get too far behind or to maintain a lead. And these guys not only kept them from going behind, but they upped it. So that I think you can say that those 2 guys, the 2 substitutes, the other guys played great. But these 2 substitutes coming off the bench, because you need 7 or 8 guys in a game, because the guys can't play a whole game, so that you got to have those 7 or 8 guys that can play for you all the time.
At least 8. We'll be back with more on the Prudential NBA Report in just a moment.
And we'll be right back after this message.
So will I. Time for a sandwich.
Do you have a Prudential life insurance policy? Do you know what it means to own a piece of the rock?
Insurance, what else?
Owning a piece of the rock means more than insurance protection.
Like what?
It means Prudential's investments are working for you.
Investments?
Investments in all kinds of areas. Just watch. Construction. Cattle ranches. Automobile manufacturing. Jet planes. Investments that strengthen the economy and can help pay dividends to keep the cost of your Prudential policy down.
Uh-huh. Investments, lower cost insurance.
Talk to a Prudential representative about building your financial security on a piece of the rock.
Not a bad idea.
Own a piece of the rock.
Prudential.
You know, we made a great point, of course, at times today about the standings in the league. Now, outside of the fact that Los Angeles had a 33-game world record-setting mark on the line here this afternoon, there is another thing to consider, and Bill Sherman has made it constantly to keep it in the minds of his players, and it shows up here in the won-loss columns. Now, the Milwaukee Bucks with a 36-8 record, the Los Angeles Lakers with a 39-4 record. Now, the Lakers still have an edge over the Bucks. Now, let's say this were the end of the season. The Bucks would play Seattle, the Lakers would play Chicago, and let's say they win theirs. So then they come into play for the Western Conference Championship. Then you would have to make a decision as who had the home court advantage, and that is a big advantage.
Yes, it is. It's a big advantage. They would have to play 4 games in Los Angeles and 3 in Milwaukee. And in the playoffs, although it's difficult with these two teams, it could make a little difference, just a little.
I have the feeling, though, with expansion, and you made this point before, in that aspect, it may mean more today than it meant 5 years ago.
Probably so. Probably so. I think that the Bucks are a young club, and they really play better at home. I didn't think it was that much, but I noticed today they play a lot better at home.
But it was indeed a great ball game today with the Milwaukee Bucks defeating the Los Angeles Lakers 120-104. The Prudential NBA Report has been brought to you by the people who want you to own a piece of the rock, the Prudential Insurance Company of America. Owning a piece of the rock means Prudential's investments are working for you. Own a piece of the rock. This has been an ABC Television Network Sports presentation.
An Indian chief avenges the murder of his son by stealing the son of a fort commander. Watch the world premiere of The Bravo, starring George Peppard. It's the Sunday night movie tonight at 9, 8 o'clock Central Time, here on ABC.